That's how they want it. That's how they get it. Universal justice. Balance scale, divine righteous judgment. Not be the black man. That's how they want it.
We live. Peace to everybody that's out there tuning in and broadcasting live with the 5% connection. We live on all streaming platforms right now. So peace is the guys there with me, man. Peace to the
Man,
guys.
peace.
No
Peace,
doubt.
God.
Peace, peace,
God.
You
peace,
right
peace
here,
to
Peace to
man.
God,
God.
man. How you
Yes,
be?
God.
sir.
How you be? God? How you be, God? Who I got on the jack with me, man? Y'all introduce yourself.
Yo, peace. This is Black Mind. I Renew, God. Checking in from Master Square,
Oh,
a.k.a. Memphis, Tennessee.
my man. Peace to
Yeah.
the God. Peace to the God. What else we got? Come on, God. Come on up to the
Yo,
stage.
peace, 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 peace. My name is Allah Justice Love. I'm out here in a lot of True Land,
Mm-hmm.
ATL, Atlanta, Georgia.
Man, peace to the God. Peace to the God,
No
man.
doubt.
It's an honor and a supreme pleasure to be here with you guys, man, and to be with you, great brothers, man. I want to thank y'all, God, for adding on with me and being wonderful and positive, powerful guests, man, over here on the God and Earth Hour podcast. Listen, it's the God and Earth Hour podcast, man. So, we
Yeah.
we thank y'all. Okay,
No doubt.
this that place, God, where the gods and the earths come, and the people come, and anybody who interested in the teachings of the gods and earths can come, and hear from the gods and hear from the earth what we teach and what we about right from the horse's mouth. Right, word is bond, right from the horse's mouth. And my co-host IC Law be here shortly, man. But the thing is, like I said, being able to interact actually with the gods. So we got some great topic tonight. We're gonna be going in on our topic. Our topic is what we want to know. When we did the market research, right? For anybody that's out there, as for all the gods and the earth that's out tuning in, we did the market research, and what we found out was that what we found out was that the people out there, the people who interested in our teachings, the people who researching our teachings, the people who on Google, on the internet, what they trying to find out about, and what we know, because we see it being in the nation, we see the rise of the people that's getting knowledge on the internet. What we know is they researching this, and one of the main things they researching, what is the supreme mathematics? What is the 120 lessons? What exactly do these things mean? So as opposed to allowing the people to just go on Google and go on all this BS on the internet and just get poor knowledge, we gonna come right to the people and build about it ourselves, God. Who better could tell our story other than us? You know what I mean? And I
Okay.
think that the more we allow other people to tell our story, other than us actually standing out here on the post telling the story, God, then the easier it's gonna be for people to come and mix and dilute it. You know what I mean? Because the whole science is this. Unlike 50 or 60 years ago, where the whole neighborhood and the whole community would come together once or twice a month at the shop meet, or all the neighborhood kids met on the street corners and talked and giggled and shared information about what was going on in the world. That's not what's happening no more.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the time of society. And if you think it is, man, you need to wake up. Them days is over with. They long past. And ain't nobody doing that no more. Okay? You can barely get these kids to come outside. You can barely get them to come outside. And then largest is love. You deal in education. When they
No doubt.
not engaged, they on
Unfortunately.
their phone. They on their phone.
Right.
So they and the research shows, thanks to powerful people like our brothers with the Wu-Tang series and different things like that, the people they were interested in the knowledge. Ain't no shortage of people getting the knowledge, but we want to make sure that they get it right and exact, right? So can y'all feel that, guys? Y'all got anything y'all want to say about that? Did that sound about right, man? Did I say anything wrong? Come on and add on with me.
Well, shoot, God. First off, let me say, man, thanks for having me on, and I think this is a very honorable platform and a very effective platform for people to get a insight on who and what we are, straight from the citizens of this great nation. And so, but no, God, I think you're right, man. I think it's a great way to reach them. People are starting to wake up. You know what I'm saying? They're coming into contact with different information and having different experiences. So this is just a great way, to drive home an understanding, I think.
Good deal. Good deal. Good deal, man. No doubt. No doubt. Law, justice, love. You got anything you want to drop on that?
Yeah, God. Well, I want to say thank you for letting me on your podcast, God. And your show is dope. You be kicking it all the way live, and you all the way five with it.
Mhm.
For the nation. But yeah, God, I feel like what you're building on is important. Like a lot of people ask those questions. I think that's important. Supreme mathematics, that's our foundation. That's how we complete ourselves and how we make our agreement with reality. So anybody that want to know about supreme mathematics, what you're learning about is, learning about what's within you. I think like with religion, you learning about what's outside of you. But with supreme
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mathematics, it gives you that peace of mind and strength to endure, and make, calculations as you're making your agreement with reality, like I said earlier, as you're going through different dimensions of time. So it's real important that, everybody, has the opportunity to learn or know about supreme mathematics because it gives you enthusiasm,
Mm.
and that's the key to living life. It's about having enthusiasm as you're making your agreement with reality.
No doubt, got it. We gonna get into it because I know you ready to rock and roll. So
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
do,
yeah.
just to let everybody know what to expect. So we gonna go into this topic. Me and the guys I see gonna be here shortly. So me, I see Black Mind, Law, Justice, Love. We're gonna dig in and build on this topic. If you out there, if you watching live, drop your questions in the chat. Drop your questions in the comments. If you on Instagram, drop your questions. You on YouTube, Facebook, drop your questions. Because what we're gonna do once we get through the dialogue, we're gonna open the floor to take these questions for the people. Okay, so we're gonna take the questions for the people, and then see what the people got going on, see what the people want to think, and then towards the end of our talk, we're gonna have we got our sister. The Earth Mecca See Freedom, she gonna come in and she gonna give us a build about for all our sisters, any sisters that may be dealing with things. It's her. She gonna do her herb talk, going into the science of red clover, and some powerful stuff like that. So we definitely can expect that. We can definitely expect to see that. What is going on with this camera? I'll fix it. So we definitely can expect to see that. They go my co-host walking in. So guys, just so we can get into it and get on it. Black Mind, you can lead the floor. You can kick it on off. What is supreme mathematics? What exactly is it? I mean, we all know that it's right. It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding, right? What the actual supreme mathematics, but what is it to you, God? Like what is supreme mathematics to you, man? Please come on, add on for me.
All right. Well, for me, God, supreme mathematics is a set of universal principles that exist in everything. It's a process from start to finish. Nothing in reality can escape that principle or these principles. Steps 1 through 9, and then you got the cipher. Um, it puts everything in chronological order. You know, um, one example I always use is, if you tell a person, hey, you know, you hold up a shoe, and they say, what is this? If they don't first even know what that is, they're not going to be able to know how to use it, let alone be able to understand that there's different types of shoes for different type of purposes. You know what I'm saying? How some shoes are more expensive, that's the power, or some, or not expensive, but more durable. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to go through the process to understand how to apply this shoe or how to apply anything else in life. So supreme mathematics for me, God, is like I say, it's universal principles, man. It's a process from 1 to 9 that everything go through, from childbirth to thoughts to whatever. You got to
Man,
go through supreme
man,
mathematics.
drop them gems on them. I like that,
Yeah.
God. I can see that, man. Peace to the God. So, Law,
Peace, God.
Justice, Love. Come in, man.
Your
What
peace,
you
God.
think? Come on, give me your add on. What is supreme mathematics, man? What is that to you, God? What does it look like? Talk to me. What is supreme mathematics
Um,
for a Law, Justice, Love, God? Like I told the God, we know what's the 1, 2, 3s and the ABCs, but what's what's your seat? And I know it's powerful and anybody don't know, man. These two guys, man. I just gotta say this real quick. I don't mean to cut your wisdom, but these two guys that helped raise me, man. Okay, these are
Oh,
the guys of the
Oh,
generation before mine. Okay, that when I was getting knowledge that
there you
burned
go.
into my ass, and what's the math? What's today's mathematics? What's this degree? I mean, God, I'm just being honest, God. All praises due to y'all,
No
man.
doubt.
That's why I
peace
asked
to
y'all
Appreciate
to
it.
God.
come in, God, because
No
y'all
doubt.
great
Peace,
minds, man. So, come
peace,
on,
God. Appreciate
come on through, Allah, just love. I ain't mean to cut you, Bill.
I'm, no, I'm gonna kick it all the way live with you tonight, brother. But for me, like I said earlier, supreme mathematics is names apply with principles, man. And for me, supreme mathematics, it helps you see a rapid change within yourself as you're going through different dimensions and time throughout the day. Because time is based on mathematics. When you spend money, that's based on mathematics. When you on the clock, that's based on mathematics. So everything is based on mathematics. And what makes our mathematics supreme is again that, we're dealing with principles. We're dealing with morals and values behind the name, you know. So what supreme mathematics does is, like I said earlier, it gives you that enthusiasm. And, that's the key to living out supreme mathematics as you're going through different patterns and different formats throughout the day. So it's a way of life for me that I really love because it helps me deal with law and order throughout my day as I'm making an agreement with reality. And like I said, it's based on my calculations, and that's how I see it, man. Supreme mathematics is the key to life. It's like it unlocks doors. It helps you look at the universe differently. And it helps you also see that you're not the lowest being, but you're the highest being. Because you start looking within. So supreme mathematics is based on the science. You know what I mean? And it's also dealing with common sense, which ain't so common right now. Because a lot of people stuck on religion, they're dealing with something outside themselves. But when you start dealing with supreme mathematics, what it does is it helps you tap into the highest frequency of your mind and register thoughts based on calculations and movements. So you're not moving on a dead level. You know, you live in mathematics because every step that you make or every step that you take is based on mathematics. It's governed by mathematics, which can be changed into a matter as you're dealing with person, places, or things. So again, it gives me that enthusiasm as I'm making a rapid change within myself throughout the day. And I know it does it for all the gods of earth that's living it out. Because another thing about supreme mathematics and the beauty of it is everybody has their own way of how they see it. There's one mind, but there's different thoughts.
Right.
So how you draw the supreme mathematics is based on how you living it out throughout the day, according to your morals and values and your principles, which should be based on the teaching that Almighty God Allah gave us, which is the supreme mathematics, the supreme alphabet, and 120 lessons.
That's
So
right.
it's like it gives you a self-combusting energy, man. It's like it's a fire that builds up inside of you when you know and you have a foundation based on positive information and you revealing truth through your supreme mathematics as you living it out.
True indeed, God. True indeed. I like that, man. I got to give you another hand clap on that. I know you can't. You
No
might not be
doubt.
able to hear the hand clap in on the stream, but I'm definitely clapping for you. My man,
Peace,
listen,
God.
God, that was powerful, God. Now, in the add on with you, I see. We just got IC. We just got IC a lot in the building. Let the
Peace
Peace
people
to
know
out.
the
Peace.
God.
people a hand. Peace to the God.
Peace to
The
see.
God on the way over here. What I would say, God, like for me, like what you said, God, it's that it was something that for me, God, it was like being able to for the first time in my life really have a real understanding and a real grasp of reality around me, like having a system, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like a
No
way
doubt.
to break it down, a way to show and prove it, a way to interact. Like I know for me, God, like I remember, walking in and out of the church. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Walking in and out of, an environment that was supposed to be giving me answers. And I was supposed to come in and leave out like knowing what to expect in the world and knowing like, all right, this how I need to deal with it. All right, or this my solution for tomorrow, or this that. You know what I mean? And not to sound religious, but I think in you
No doubt.
sometimes you would think that life worked like that, right? That just You know, and religion teach that to be able to close your eyes and just wake up and that you got a solution. But what Supreme Mathematics gave me was like, all right, here's a system and a set that like I could say, all right, this what today's math is. This for me,
Mm-hmm.
this how for me to look at life today. This how we understand it. This how I'm dealing with it. So it just gave me a framework. And then the God said, yo, this is the man's key to understanding his relationship to the universe.
Right, exactly.
Oh man, you know, so it's definitely something amazing and powerful, God. Let me get IC on here.
And I'm
So,
gonna say that was a nutshell for me right there.
oh
When
my
I
goodness.
heard that explanation of it, this is
Mm-hmm.
man's keys to understand his relationship to the universe. You know what I'm saying? That was profound to me.
Yeah.
You know, that's
No
why
doubt.
the best definition I can give or explanation of how I see that is daily instructions.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because that's what they are for me, daily instructions. That's why that's how I
Mm.
understood it as far as why we dealt with daily mathematics.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why it was drilled in that that's the first thing you're supposed to do knowledge to when you get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? How you see the day is mathematics. You go over that, or you see how you're gonna implement it, or see how it what I'm saying relates to your day or whatnot.
Mm.
So that's why that was the supreme importance to it of it to me. Daily instructions.
Mm.
No doubt. Peace, God.
Ooh. Say the daily instructions.
No doubt.
Ooh.
No doubt.
God, man, let me get a God a hand clap for that one.
Uh-huh.
That was cold. Right. Say the daily breakdown of it. I know that's right, God. Ooh. Man. So and God, y'all got anything y'all want to add on to that?
Peace to the gods.
Uh,
Yeah,
yo, peace,
Yeah,
God.
I know
peace to the
y'all.
God. Yeah,
I,
I like what IC said. It is a daily operation, man, because you measuring your movements.
Mm-hmm.
You
mm,
know, supreme. It means most high, and
Mm.
you dealing with a high order of how you move. And like I said, all about I know all my life. Being from the South, I've always looked down at what I mean being black. But when I started dealing with supreme mathematics, it gave me a foundation. What I mean, the research things, and history is best qualified by those who do research. So when I started measuring my movements and researching things, the supreme mathematics again, it gave me that enthusiasm to apply principles with the things that I was learning and dealing with supreme mathematics. So like that daily operation in itself, it's what helps you, again, make your agreement with reality and also, deal with yourself and collectively with your brothers and sisters to rise above the limitations and illusions that the real devil tried to place us upon us in the woods of North America
Mm-hmm.
and abroad.
Yeah, God, they put things in order, God, supreme mathematics.
No doubt.
It's what make us as a nation one mind as well.
mm. Go ahead.
Mm.
What you mean, I when you say that? Bill,
Well, I
I don't know if you
mean,
play.
how you know a 5%er? How you gonna tell if he's a 5%er? He or she? You know, that's what we do. That's part of our culture. That's our way of life. How you see the day is mathematics. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
You don't know nothing about what I'm saying. Okay, that just lets me know either you're just learning about it, you really don't know, you're intrigued, and you don't know no math or no alphabets. You know, or you're a fire pretender.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because that's our foundation, the mathematics. That's what's ours, the mathematics as a nation. The Muslims got the lessons. But the mathematics came from the mind of Allah. So that was His gift to us as a nation, personally. So those are our jewels. You know, even though it, they're out and about and amongst the people just as well as the lessons are. But however, those are ours.
It's,
We claim that
I would
supreme
say that's
mathematics.
definitely an introduction into a man or woman's mind that professes this.
True indeed.
Yeah.
Definitely an introduction. You know what I'm saying? You
Shit,
start there and you get a chance to see where they at.
even individuals that don't know nothing about this, nothing about us, they just heard about us. First thing they don't even know, they be like, "Yo, so what's the mathematics? So what's the math?"
Right.
They don't even know what to expect to hear. They just know that's what the guys deal with. That's what the 5%ers deal with. You know,
Right.
they some mathematicians. You know, all of
Right.
it. You know,
That's right. That's why we use the supreme mathematics to build collectively with each other and make that agreement
no
so that
doubt.
all minds can be one. So I agree, guys. You're right. And your supreme mathematics is going to show your mathematical maturity too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
through the years, months, and
Yep.
days you living it out.
Yep.
No doubt.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Because
Yep.
every day, you're going through a new a different dimension of time. But the mathematics is continuous. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and like you said, Allah and justice, they gave us supreme mathematics. So, like I said earlier, so that we can see that, we're not the lowest beings, but we the highest beings in this universe.
True indeed.
Now, God, I do want to touch base on not to get too far, but like on the other note, and that's the other point that I do want to add on to too in regards to our topic. God, we also like we deal with names, right? Like names is
Mm.
a big thing in our culture, and especially dealing with our culture, it's a powerful thing that we deal with. What's the science on that? Like, where do your name come from? Like, what's the meaning of it to you? Y'all anybody want to jump on it first? Can y'all hear me?
Peace. Yeah, I hear you, guys. Can you hear me?
Yep. What would you say, largest of love? What's the meaning of a name to you? Like from not only in our cultural perspective, but just like what does a name mean to you?
Yo, peace, God. Real quick. I mean to interrupt you, God, but I'm looking at the top of my screen and say remaining meeting time.
Uh-oh.
A11. What that mean, God?
We good.
Count
You
up.
you good. You
Okay.
good, God.
Okay.
You
Okay. Go
good.
ahead. All right. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Yep.
God.
Say that question again, guys. I want to make sure I answer
What's the
right
meaning
and
of a
well.
what's the meaning of a name? What's the meaning of a name for you?
All right. Your name determines your self-worth. Your name is going to explain your responsibility in life. And in the Bible, it talks about how a good name is worth more than gold. So your name, it exemplifies who you are, your impulses and your drives, and, like I said earlier, a good name is worth more than gold because of the fact that, gold and riches, they don't last long, but your name is going to last forever. And a good name show that you did something good in the world. Like, you could have listened to what somebody had to say. You could have gave somebody good advice on how they need to live. So again, your name determines your self-worth and your responsibility as an individual or as a person. And in our culture, we get our names, you know, based on how we see ourselves after going through the supreme mathematics and the supreme alphabet. So the name don't make you, you make the name. So yeah,
That's
that's how
right.
I see that.
I like that. Black Mind, come on through, God. You just added on something to your name. I know you could drop. I know you could drop something.
Yeah. Right. So, like I see a name, God. A name is an identifier. You know, it like the God said, it represents you. You know, it describes your nature as an individual. You know, that's why, um, like the God pointed out, it's encouraged that we pick our name from, well, when we first get it for sure, you know, from our supreme alphabet. You know, we take the time, we're encouraged to take the time out to study these principles in particular and then pull some out of that, you know, that represents us. Now, of course, you know, as time go on, we get more lessons and things like that. We find ourselves more and more in different parts of this culture, you know, like, so when I first picked my name out, when I first got knowledge, it was Black Mind Born Self a lot. So I was just coming into the understanding of what the mind is, what consciousness is, you know, so I really identify with that. That gave me a sense of control and power over my life. You know what I mean? Born self, you know, means to bring it to existence, you know, simply stating that anything that I want out of life, I'm gonna have to make it happen, you know. As time went on though, I decided to, you know, change my name. You know, I built with the God earlier. First, I was gonna rock with I Renew, right?
Mm.
I renew Allah. meaning I renew, means basically to make new again, to be born again, or to be, to extend in value, meaning I gotta always be learning new things. I have to always stay in a position to stay fresh, to stay current, you know what I'm saying? Don't get burnt out. At the end of something, when your license expires, you do what? Renew it so you can extend its value. So in that sense, I never die. Now the God pointed out to me, I built a name for myself around Black Mind, meaning a lot of my brothers and sisters, people that don't know me, you know what I'm saying, or that know me in 85 or whatever, or have met me in the street, they know me as Black Mind. And in fact, the children know me as Mr. Black. I don't just the little small children in my neighborhood, Mr. Black, Mr. Black. So your name is your reputation too, man. Like I say, and identify how people can relate to you.
Your name precedes
And
you.
right. If somebody else was to meet another one of the gods of earth and they from here, they gonna say, oh yeah, you know Black Mind. So your name is, it's a lot of things attached to your name. So the God kind of encouraged me to keep Black Mind, which I can agree with that, you know what I'm saying? Because I hadn't built with none of my brothers on this yet, except for Empower Law. My Browns here.
Peace, God, we hear you.
And like I was telling the God, he called back me a lot. You know what I'm saying? He keep the Black Mind on me. So yeah, God, that's what the name is to me, God.
Peace, God.
Yeah, I just got a jewel recently. I can't recall who I said. I think maybe me and you was in a conversation in regards to the way some individuals was taught was that if you're gonna do anything, you add on to your name after having that name for 10 years.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard it like that too. I definitely did that because my name was Justice Allah when I first got the knowledge and born power. And, justice is a real traditional name in our culture.
Mm-hmm.
And when you learn about Justice C, you want to know the history, you want to know how he identified with the culture and his importance. So when I found that out, I was like, I have a real powerful name, but like everybody had my name. So I was building with Almighty God Dawood, peace of my man. And I was like, God, I'm gonna change my name. And this was like after 10 years, because Justice is a real tradition. And he was like, nah, you deal with a lot of love. And he said, you should put Allah in the front. And Allah is our family name. We the sons of Almighty God Allah. And I take that real serious. It's out of my love, but studying and living out the culture and making my agreement with reality through supreme mathematics, supreme alphabets, and 120 lessons that I put Allah in front of my name. And when I think about it, Allah loved justice and justice loved Allah. And your name again, it's your responsibility. And you add on your name at you accomplish something good in your life, or by adding on and teaching somebody, I would say. So your name, again, it's gonna stick with you longer than riches and gold. So I chose my name out of the fact that I'm born in the Cypher Sea Truth Month, and I deal with a lot of like dealing with doing the knowledge of things before I really speak. I don't really do a lot of talking. Minister wanted me to be on here, but I really like to do the knowledge, and I can go from hot to cold. Like if you look at justice, it can be it could be your reward or your penalty. It could be from hot to cold. Like I said, at 212 degrees, things boil. It gets hot. At 32 degrees, things get cold. So, I weigh things based on an intensive and an intelligent investigation before I make a decision on something. And I dealt with justice and knowing that. And then love came out of my enthusiasm. And justice is love. I show my love made visible every day by teaching, and living out my supreme mathematics. And that's how I make my agreement with myself. Your name is really important.
Uh-oh, we might have lost the gods. Hold on, hold on. Let's see what happened. I see. Let me get him. Let me get him out. Let me see if I can get the guys back in here. I see. Go ahead. I know you want to add on.
Oh nah, well, I'd rather share my thought once the guy get back on, because
About he was dropping
to what he was saying. Yeah. That was like on the forefront of my mental right now.
Yeah.
But however,
Here he come. Here he come. Here he come. Here he come, God. We bringing you back in right now. Right now, my man. Right now. We having some issues with our stream, but we all good. I'm just waiting on the guys to get back in here. So everybody, if you tuning in, go ahead, Ozzy.
No,
What you about to drop?
I just wanted to say peace to everybody. I was just getting here. Let everybody know, everything is good. I hope everything is good with everybody out there. Welcome. Glad y'all came.
Yes, sir. I'm having a little issue with
Peace,
you.
God. Back on.
We back. You back in here, Black Mind.
Yeah, I'm here, GLT.
Peace to the God. Go ahead. I see your camera had cut off for a hot second, but we got you back now.
Nah, it was what Just Love at.
Here come the guy. His audio get back in here.
Because he was in the midst of speaking. Maybe he want to complete that thought. However,
Here he come.
All right, peace, guys.
Peace,
I don't know what happened. Pardon me. I just got cut off. My bad. I was building to a point.
Here we go. Go ahead, Lord, just love. We got you back in here.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, I see. Sitting here like, no, God, I don't want to say anything until Lord Justice Love get back in here.
Because
no, I'm good.
Well, one thing you were saying that I just wanted to add on to in regards to, we were saying that the name precedes the man, and you were saying that the man makes the name, and whereas the man makes the name, that's true indeed, but the name lives longer than the man.
I concur.
So that's why what you were saying in regards to making sure that you living up to the integrity of that name, because the name precedes you, and just like the name precedes you, the name will be here after you. And that's why it was always such a thing to have a positive legacy attached to your name.
No doubt.
Peace,
God. You're absolutely right.
Peace to the God. And I mean, for me, God, it was like, and I don't went through my little changes from the Rossi Freedom of Law to Minister Freedom of Law. For me, it was just like, man, when I understood, it's something when you walk in a room or when you walk amongst a body of people or walks amongst a group of people and you introduce yourself, and those in the know, man, they know. Those in the know say, yo, this is what I'm about. I get that. All right, man, you must be a 5%er. Like, we you must be somebody. Like, I really like that. So it's just like a person that's a Muslim. It's just like a person that's an Asian. When they got a name of their culture and they say, yo, I'm Chin Po, you know what I mean? So it was like, it was really a big thing for me, especially getting knowledge, man, because it was like I gained so much power. You know what I mean? So much power in the fact that I finally had something that was mine, that meant something to me, that was connecting me to my identity, to my culture, to my way of life. And on top of that, I had a means that I can express it. You know what I mean? I had a means that I can express it, man. So that's such a powerful thing, man. It's really powerful. It's really powerful. And yes, guys. So I really appreciate y'all. I really thank y'all for giving y'all perspective and adding on with that. Because like we said, man, it's important to be able to understand what a name. Because we got a lot of brothers out here, man, that don't even know why they living. Don't know why they living. Don't know where they going. Don't know what they doing. You know what I mean? But and don't have no purpose. And I think the big part of it, man, is being able to have that name give you some purpose.
Yeah.
I remember thinking
like
that,
my brother Atomic Allah say, the name don't make you. I mean, some brothers come for the name instead of coming in the name. They just want to have a name. They're not coming in the name. It's a difference between being a good son and a bad son, to what Almighty God Allah taught. Like I see said, your name is gonna be here after you leave. So you wanna live out the teaching that Almighty God Allah gave us with your name correctly. You know, and like you said, with some integrity.
Right,
You know,
right, right.
I'm just
sure.
thinking about what you said. You say they don't come in the name, they come to get a name. So
Right,
they wouldn't
exactly.
say I come in the name of I see a lot. They'll say I come with the name. I see a
Right.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I know that's right. I know that's right. That's what, like you said, we come. And the big piece, man, is that not letting the name hold you up, and you hold that
Mm.
name up. Right? You
That's it,
got you
God.
got a
That's
lot of
that's
people
it.
out there, man. They name tastes like doo doo when people say it, man.
Mm. Mm.
yeah,
You got a lot
yeah.
of these niggas, they name
I
ain't
had
no
to think
good.
about that. You're right.
God, niggas name ain't no good.
And that's dealing with the the reputation attached
That's
to the
right.
name.
But that's why
And
he's
yeah,
saying
that shit crazy.
niggas.
There you go.
Niggas name ain't
Peace,
no
God.
good.
Peace to
Right,
the God.
right, right.
Peace to the God. No, no doubt.
They
No
might be
doubt.
your brother in skin, but not in destiny. You got a name.
Mm.
Yeah, I would say too. God, a name is a conversation piece too, man. You know.
Yeah, I mean, because you know, the you know, name is rooted in knowledge.
Right.
Mm.
That's how you know who someone is. That's how you know how to interact with a thing.
Mm,
The name of a thing denotes its function.
Mm.
mm,
Mm.
right.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, like we know that there's a difference.
That's true.
Like, I was taught that a shrimp was a sea roach.
Right.
You
Mm.
know, but you got a roach,
Right.
and then when I saw the picture of them next to each other, I was like, damn. You
Yeah, that's
know,
exactly what it is.
like yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But however, one is called a roach and one is called a shrimp.
Mm,
The name of them tells you that they both have different functions. They may
mm,
look the same,
mm,
they may even move the same, operate the same in certain ways, but their function to this planet is two totally different things. That's why one is on land and one is on water.
mm,
Mm.
Mm.
You know, so you know, name denotes function.
mm.
You see an individual like um, an individual name. Okay, well, the name first name come to me is Supreme Reality. Just thinking about that. My physical adopted that name not too long ago. Peace to Supreme Reality down there
Peace to
in
the
the
God.
Lord's
No
garden.
doubt. It's my brother.
But
It's my
however,
man.
so hearing that name, one of the first things you would think when you hear this, well, this individual must be living a supreme reality,
Right.
because the name is going to denote the function.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's like like my name. You know, I see Allah. You know, that could be taken different ways. You know,
Mm,
however, I know that if I'm looking at a black man and I'm greeting him, and I say peace, and I tell him my name, that's me telling him who I'm seeing.
Ooh.
You know,
Me get our shit
yeah.
right
Yeah.
for that.
because
Yeah. God, I
you know,
like that.
yeah, I'm
I can see
seeing
that, God.
I'm
Peace.
seeing yourself in me. I see Allah.
Mm,
You know, so yeah,
There we go.
that's one thing to take away from it. Name denotes function.
I know that's
yeah.
right.
Man, no
Say
function.
the
Peace, God.
name denotes function. I
Like
like
that.
that. I love that. I love that. I like that. That's a
Yeah, I'm gonna
real
roll my memory on that.
that's
That's
a
right.
real jewel. That's a real jewel right there. That's a real jewel. Real jewel. So do we got, let me see if we got any questions in here in the comments, man. And let's see, if anybody, if you still out there tuning in with us, I know we got us about good 30 or 40 viewers still in here. Let's get the questions in here in the comment, man. If you got questions, go ahead and drop them. If not, we're gonna be getting ready to cut out of here soon. We just getting almost almost in here on the end of the God hour. So if you got questions, man, make sure you drop them so we can get them answered here for you live and direct. Man, I got three of the most powerful guys that I know. Make sure that you get them in here, man, so that I can get them answered for you. If not, you're gonna have to catch us afterwards in the after stream, man. God, y'all got any other add-ons y'all want to add on to the people? Black Mind, Law, Justice, Love. Y'all been dropping it too, man. Y'all been dropping
Y'all
this
got
one.
anything?
This one gonna be super dope.
Y'all got anything that y'all doing that you want to advertise?
Oh, I'm telling you, there
make
we
sure
go.
that the
There we
people
go.
know
There we
about,
go.
nation functions, products, whatever.
Every month we have Parliament out here in Lost True Land, and we welcome everybody. Um, it's the park. I forget the name of the park, man. My bad. It's out there, and Oakland train station. I forget the name of the park, but it's out there, Oakland train station. And for myself, I'm mostly around children. I work with children. I interact with a lot of children. And one question that one of the children asked me today was like, how do you perceive our generation? And I was telling them like, I got the books behind me and how like we use information. We got it in. We use books and we use dictionary. We use encyclopedias where like they're using bit knowledge. They're getting it off Wikipedia. They're getting it off of the internet and stuff like that. And how that ties into what we were talking about tonight about supreme mathematics, supreme alphabets is that you have to build with them orally. Our culture has always been an oral tradition.
That's right.
So when I'm building with the young brothers and sisters, I can apply my supreme mathematics with names and apply with principles through examples with history, like talking about definitions and words and their meanings. So stuff like that, it really enthuses me to work with children. And I would say that anybody that's listening tonight that, got any questions, ask, but also just keep in mind that, you know, anybody can be a 5%. You just got to know something. And we about being positive, and we about studying and learning. Educate me to bring out. So when you study and you learn something, you're bringing out the best in yourself. And that's what Almighty God Allah always told us. All we got to do is keep studying and teaching, and we'll what? Take over the world. And the world represents a cipher. And we in the Cipher See Truth Month, man. And I was just making knowledge born on that.
Peace,
Yeah.
God.
Hey, God.
Peace to the
Yeah,
God.
yeah, God. Down here in Master Square, God, we normally get together last Sunday of every month.
Peace.
But anybody, and it'll be different locations because we got a brother that just came around. He's actually in Mississippi, right across the state line. You know what I mean? But he can't leave the state of Mississippi because papers and whatnot. So we sometimes go down there and get with him, and then sometimes do something here in the city. But anybody that's ever interested in teachings, that's here, feel free to call me 901 491 7057.
Peace out. Yeah, peace out.
Yeah.
Peace to the God. I love it. I love it. And listen, man. If you out there, if you tuning in, if you somebody that's in our nation, man, if you got a business, if you got a service, if you got a really dope product, man, and you looking to connect with us, what we want to do is, man, we want to sponsor all nation businesses. Okay, we want to support you. We want to do an ad. We want to advertise for you. We want to introduce the businesses and the services and the products, man, our culture. We want to introduce them to the people that's following us. We want to let our audience know. And we want to show and prove that, not only is we about knowledge, not only about information, we about financial literacy, man. We about moving ahead. We about using our dollars collectively, right? Collective business, group economics. We about those things. We a nation. So, one thing about it, I think this is a really powerful platform. I want to make sure that we support our businesses. So look, if you got a business and you tuning in right now, you got the knowledge yourself, you got a product, you got a service, hit us up. Send us an inbox. Send us an email. You can catch us at the 5% connection at gmail.com. So you can hop in on the 5% connection, man. Send us an email. We love to sponsor your business. We love to support you. Go ahead, IC.
Black Mind. Are you
Peace, God.
are you doing your own thing down there with the electrical?
Yeah, every now and then, God, I get out and do a little something. You know, my time be kind of constricted, so I get my children
Okay,
every
okay. I
day.
was gonna ask you, did you
You know
put
what
it?
I'm saying?
I was gonna ask you, did you put it in business for him yet? That's all I was gonna say. Go and throw that on out there.
Oh, well, yeah, I am an electrician. You know, I am an electrician. That's one of my things. One of the things skills I've acquired. You know what I'm saying, over the years.
That's peace.
And
That's good.
I'm ready to get back into my other stuff too, man. That's what I already knew
Yeah,
came in
yeah, yeah,
too,
yeah,
God.
yeah. I saw that. I saw that. The
Yeah,
acupuncture.
yeah,
Yeah,
God, I did that while I was up there actually.
yeah, yeah. You know, that reminds me. I don't know how. You know, if I was an influence on that or not. You know,
On which part?
that
The
electrical.
election.
God, but
Come on, God.
I
Come on,
remember
man. You know you would. Come on, man.
I
Come on,
remember
I see.
I remember us being together a lot when you was doing the acupuncture. You know.
And listen, you was the first brother that opened up that door as far as the electrical trade. And I didn't really pay attention to it then, you know what I'm saying? Because my mind was so focused on, acupuncture and the arts and
Yeah.
that sort of thing, you know what I'm saying? But
That's
of
when I
course,
would be
God,
like, yo, just come take a ride with me, and
right,
we end up going on
right,
different jobs and whatnot.
right. And
Right.
I just remember that because in fact, when I got down here, it was another guy, Universal Supreme Allah. That's who actually plugged me in through the apprenticeship program.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was already 2 years in, you know.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guy, man, shit. I see you was influenced on a lot of things, bro.
Yeah, that's peace.
You
That's
know,
peace, God.
just keeping it
You know,
real, guy. You know, and
you know,
I
it's
oh, go
always
ahead. I know
positive.
somebody about to say something.
No, just say it's always positive to look and be able to see, you know what I'm saying, how good you're doing, you know, and to even think that I had any type of a, you know what I'm saying, influence, you know what I'm saying.
Man,
That's a
shit.
blessing, Lord.
Man, I'm very fortunate, man. You know, because I know anybody that's listening is trying to, get the knowledge on, just who and what we are, man. You know, this is a culture that has to be lived out, and experienced. You know, uh,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't something that you could just kind of, what I'm saying, like read in a book and really get the full gist of what it is.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and it's funny how, you know, and that's one thing I've always seen myself inside the nation is that you never know who you're gonna end up walking with. You know,
Right,
because gods get to know each other, you know, by walking with one another. You know, and
right,
you have, you know, several gods that be in the same cipher and they never really got personal with one another outside of
right,
just coming to parliament, so you know nation functions. You know, but
right,
everybody end up getting to bond with individuals that you didn't even know that you would bond with, you know. And then it'd be like, okay, so then me and this individual bond, and we still got our bond, but we just don't hang as much as we do because me and another guy done started bonding, and now you know what I'm
right,
saying, we jam
right,
time and we, you know
right,
what I'm saying, every day, you know, so
right,
it be
right,
like that, you know.
right, right. Actual fact, God.
And that's
Yep,
the lovely part of it, you know what I'm saying, if you ask me, you know.
yep, yep. Because you get a chance to see yourself expressed in different ways, man.
True indeed.
You like, damn, okay, yeah, this is just another aspect of myself, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's that one mind and different
Many
thoughts.
thoughts, yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
God. Yep,
God, no
yep,
doubt.
yep, yep.
One comes many.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Minister, didn't you say one of the questions was they wanted to know how you keep 120 degrees and all that, or was you going to ask
Oh,
another question?
we really went through the 120 last week.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Did what you
I
had
got
something you wanted to
What
add
you want
on
to drop? What you want to go ahead and
No,
add on
I just
to?
want to make sure that we was covering all the questions, God. That's all. You know what
No,
I'm
no,
saying?
no, no. We covered it. I didn't really get a whole bunch of. I didn't get any questions in the stream.
Okay.
So we all good. We all good on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know one of the things that always stick out to me when that's well, not so much 120, but like I said, I think I said it last week about is what is knowledge itself done for you,
Right.
you know, and just knowing how I got sparked with the electrical because I was just studying knowledge itself, just getting into it, and I was fascinated with the science of an atom. And then when I went to the school, you know, because the guys were saying you got to do something, so you know I decided to pick a trade. And in order to figure out what trade I was going to, I just went to the school. When I went to the school, sat into the electrical class, my man said, "Yo, if you don't know nothing about an atom, you'll never understand electricity." I'm like, "Oh shit, I've been fascinated with the atom for the last 6 months. You know,
Right,
we can go ahead and go
right,
through this."
right,
No
And, and,
doubt.
and,
right,
and and that's
right,
why to this
right.
day I can honestly say that I love what I do. You know, so
Yeah,
I feel like I never work a day.
No doubt.
yeah, yeah.
You know.
Well, God, I just want to say I see that I met you, and I don't know if you remember, but we was out here in the Lost Road man was at Resense 5
Mm-hmm. It froze up.
King and and you was getting a couple of books from him. But what I learned from you guys is just, like I told the guys earlier, you move like a black seed, man. You real calm, you laid back, and you really be doing the knowledge. You got an eye for things. So I learned from you, just through your ways, and actually just to sit back and do the what knowledge.
Word.
And you like mine. I remember the first time I built with you was through Dr. Ba, who is God Allah. We had a great conversation, and you really do have a universal mindset, God, and you really love this just as much as I do. And I respect that about you. And you out here in the South for me. And Almighty God allows from the South. So, we got to
Yeah.
kick it all the way live.
Oh
And
yeah.
just to you, man, I remember when I first met you, God, you are a breath of fresh air. You are you're a mover and a shaker, and I really appreciate you allowing me to be on your show, on this podcast. Peace.
Man,
Yeah.
peace to the
Peace out.
God. Peace
Peace
to the
out.
God. Peace to the God. Peace to
Appreciate
the
that.
God. Man, let me show you some love. Show my man some love for that. Peace to the God, man. I definitely
For
appreciate
sure.
it, man. It's the pleasure is definitely um all mine, man. And it's been a
Ain't nobody
pleasure.
got no questions?
No, I didn't see no questions in the chat, man. I'm
Okay.
sitting here looking right now, but we gonna keep it on and rolling, man. We ain't about to hold nobody up or wait on anybody. What I do got coming up, man, I got the Earth. The Earth we got to have the Earth
That's no
on
doubt.
here. We can't have the God and Earth podcast without the Earth jumping in.
doubt, no
So the
doubt.
Earth want to come give the people a few jewels about some herbs and a few positive and powerful herbs, man, that she want to share with us. So I'm about to bring her. I'm about to bring her up to the stage.
Peace to earth.
Peace out.
I'm just waiting on her to come down. Here she come. I'm about to bring the Earth to the stage so she can give us a build. She ain't gonna be too long. She about to come on up and give us a quick build about some herbs, and I'm gonna let her drop the science because we got to keep it. We got to keep it on the Earth.
Making knowledge born.
We
Let's
got to
stay
make
screen
knowledge born.
mathematics.
That's right.
Yeah.
Teach God. We got to make knowledge born. We got to keep it right and exact. So Earth, come on up. You are on the screen. You are live and direct. Peace to the Earth. For anybody who don't know,
Peace,
this is
earth.
the amazing Earth Mecca Freedom Earth. She is in the building. If you want
Peace
to throw the
Earth.
headphones on, but you don't have to. But if you would, just so that you can hear us,
Okay.
because the guys is telling you peace, and I know you want to be able to get your peace.
I'm sorry, I'm still discombobulated from
Oh, you
the
all
children
good. You
and
all
being
good.
upstairs.
You all good. They all good. But I know you wanted to get your 2 cents in, and we got to have you. So, Herb, the floor is yours. What herbs you hear you got to tell us about here in the Earth Science today?
I wanted to touch on a very practical herb that you can find in your backyard. And some of the gods are already familiar with it. First and foremost, peace to the gods. And
Peace
many of
out.
the earths are in the chat or on here. But I also wanted to build on a practical herb, which was red clover. Within the last, I would say, couple of years, the National Herbal Society actually has started to study this particular herb, red clover. I don't know if you can share your screen, but it looks like this. I don't really know if you can share your
I
screen.
wouldn't be able to share
But
the screen. Let me see.
basically, it looks like it's pinkish. It goes from pink to white, and it's found in your backyard on the sidewalk. It's literally very common. And this particular herb, the reason why I wanted to touch on it is because it has something called phytoestrogens or isoflavonoids. I can't really pronounce it, but basically it's likened to the female hormone estrogen. And estrogen basically is responsible for hormone production, obviously, the production of the female processes, what have you. But something that I've actually been recently studying as of late is the common disease osteoporosis and the link it has with red clover. And anybody can get osteoporosis. It's not common to just one gender. And what happens is over time, it's a depletion of hormones, estrogen in women, obviously testosterone in men. And it starts at the level of like your bones your bone density. And when it starts to become depleted, the bones become brittle and they can break very easily. So, with having something like this in your arsenal, you with anything you want to take it daily. And I know within this world we looking for quick fixes, but what you want to do is you want to take it so over time your body can recognize it, and over time you can have and see the healing benefits from it. And I wanted to stress that, nowadays the National Herbal Society, it's like NCCIH, and it's an acronym. I can't think of it right now, but they're starting to study it as well as other herbs. So when you look into it, you want to keep it into your cabinet. You want to keep it basically something you want to like have every day. You want to drink it every day. And it's most commonly for women in their late 30s, early 40s, women who are dealing with menopause, menopausal symptoms, hot flashes. And I also wanted to touch on that it helps with skin problems. So it helps with arthritis. It helps with a number of things, but most notably, it helps with people dealing with premenstrual problems. Like even men can take it. So you want to have this in your arsenal. And I'm sorry, I'm not very elongated and elaborative on it, but I wanted to touch on that particular
Peace,
herb.
sir.
So yeah, for sure. And
Thank you.
and like I wanted to say that you want like over time, like as we get older, you want to make sure, and I'm not going to say be a pill popper and just take vitamins, but you really want to make sure that you're being mindful of not only what you eat, but making sure that you're getting your daily value of particular vitamins as well as minerals. I'm actually studying alternative medicine right now, and basically how to integrate alternative medicine into Western medicine, because after all, they do go hand in hand. I know that some of us do not like to go to the hospital, and I understand that. However, when we have a good understanding and a positive understanding of how to integrate both worlds of medicine, I think that it'll be a good, beautiful balance of basically, having an appreciation for the two. But you want to make sure to have your daily dose of your vitamins as well as your minerals, because even men can develop osteoporosis, not just women. It's more common in women because obviously we make children, and we go through our childbearing years and things of that nature. So that's why it gets depleted so quickly. When you see irregular periods and different things like that. But with men, it's literally the same thing. It's just a slower depletion, I would think. Obviously drinking doesn't help in your diet, but just be mindful of those things. So I just wanted to say that.
Peace, Earth. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Peace to the
Thank
earth. Peace to the earth. Peace to the earth.
Go.
So yeah,
Go.
thank you so much, Earth. We do appreciate you on the God and Earth Our podcast. It is always a pleasure to have you. Me and IC gonna close it out. So I
Okay,
definitely
thank you for
appreciate
having
you,
me.
Earth. Thank you, Earth. No, we will see you back soon. We're gonna get you in here next week, okay?
Thank you so much. And thank you guys for having me too.
Anytime, Earth. This is what we do.
you, sir.
Yeah.
We studying 120 right now.
That's right.
Yes, sir. So, everybody out there tuning in for the God and Earth Hour, we about to close it out. We just hitting our hour mark, man. Thank y'all so much for adding on, for tuning in. If you've been doing the knowledge, we appreciate you. We appreciate you for the big support and the big love. Thanks to everybody who followed and who added on, as well as the people who dropping questions. We definitely appreciate you. This episode will be available on our streaming on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all streaming platforms. We're going to make sure that we get it up there tonight so that y'all can download it, drop it, and get it in. With that, man, make sure that y'all support our stream. If you do want to show us some love, you've been tuning in the whole time, you can go to freedomlabs.live/tips and support our stream. If you want to cop our merch, you can go to that same website /merch. Make sure that y'all supported us. We got the nectar of the gods here on deck too. Don't forget about it. Our own herbal juice that the guys got via the God on Earth Hour podcast, one of our own sponsored drinks. So listen, we definitely appreciate y'all. Make sure that y'all tap in with us this Friday, 8:30. We still going there live, man. Make sure that you see it, because we make sure that we keep it live and keep it funky and keep it powerful for y'all. So with that, man, I'm gonna say peace. I'm gonna let the guys and everybody else say peace. Y'all wanna say peace?
Yo, peace to the God.
So yo,
Peace,
peace.
Peace to a large 5%. Peace to the
Peace,
nurse.
man. Peace to
God.
everybody out there tuning in. We appreciate
Peace.
y'all.
No doubt, baby.
Peace.
Peace.
That's how they get it.
Magnificent. That will conclude this evening's entertainment.